Yo, it looks good, that purple. My nose itches. The fuck? It's like tickling. I feel like I had a hair stuck in there. But I just hooked this up. I'm kind of excited. It looks good. I didn't think the video would be that good. Or like the lighting, I mean. Not the video. Well, I guess, yeah, it would be the video. Because I'm recording, right? I just lit some candles and shit. I cleaned up, in the back room. I fucking where the washer and dryer was, I had to go back there and I gotta straighten that up. I finished that today. And then I came in here and I set that up so I could talk to you guys. I'm gonna do computer stuff, man. Kinda messed up, man. I'm depressed. Like, not depressed, I hate saying that word. I don't like using that word. I've been trying to change my vocabulary a lot, because words do have meaning, and words, people, like, people have feelings about more words than other words, and it can cause problems. Like for instance, when I was with Margarita, like, if we were to make love, if I told her let's have sex, she'd get upset. But if I told her can we make love, that's different. You get what I'm saying? To her, that it meant more to her, which makes total sense, right? So you gotta really watch what you say, like how you say it. And if you catch yourself, correct yourself immediately. There's nothing wrong with that. So, but yeah, we're gonna do computer stuff. I need to get it done. So this is what I'm gonna do. I got the MX Linux. You can tell I'm tired. I'm really tired. I'm crashing. I got a lot on my mind, man. All this stuff, all this traveling, and the truck hasn't sold yet. It's wearing me down, It is. Not seeing my family and all that stuff, and like just everything that happened, and then not having Margarita here physically, like for, support. That's even worse, dude. That's been really tough. So, it looks like it might be working. It's good. Let's see. Fuck. What's the unknown device? I don't know what that is. I've never seen it. Actually, maybe this is the flash drive. Sometimes these flash drives, so when you get these SanDisk flash drives, a lot of times there's two partitions on them. The first partition will hold like the SanDisk software, and then the other partition will be for the actual flash drive. Which I have one on my keychain, which I'd show you. I actually like it a lot. It's a USB-C, and you can rotate it, and I like it because I use it a lot to log into my Facebook. You plug in the key at the bottom, and the only way you can log into your Facebook is with this flash drive. That way nobody can steal your password anymore. Nobody can take my password anymore. I just plug it right in. But I like it too because you can back up all your, you can literally just plug it into an Android, and you can just back up the whole, everything. Internal storage, the whole phone, everything. And it works fast too, I like it. And it comes in it's metal too. Where's my keys? Makes me want to go look for my keys. There's some around here. Usually I hang them right here, that's why bothers me. They're probably my pants, so we just went to the store. I took my pants off as soon as I got here. So I'm gonna try to put this, man, you can tell I'm tired. I hate when I have this monotone voice. I get this monotone voice when I'm really sleepy. Like when I'm crashing, I could use something to drink too. I wonder if you guys can see it. Kinda. Not really. I'm better off just holding it. So much for that. But yeah, let's see if this works. Be really nice if this works. This is the operating system I had on it. MX Linux -21.3 Wildflower. I'm about to boot off the flash drive just like all the other ones. See what happens. If it installs, man, that'd be great. I'd be so happy. As long as it doesn't mess up again, man. For some reason, I feel like I had UEFI on, which I think might have been my problem, but I don't remember. So, well, this is good. So, alright, the mouse works. That's good. Let's hook it up to the internet. I'm not putting up my hopes, man. Like, I've had nothing's been going good ever since that shit happened the other day. But I checked the hard drive, it checked out, so I'm not sure what happened. It had to have been something that I did, or I don't know. I'm about to find out if it works, so. I really like this operating system, man. First, it was the only one that worked well on this computer, first of all. I mean, I have Linux Mint out there, Linux Mint runs fine out there, but you just seen me run all these videos if you've been watching. Yeah, I've had no luck, man, with it. Yeah, that's good. So let's just ask you, it says MX Linux is an independent Linux distribution based on Debian Stable. MX Linux uses some components from Mepis Linux which are released under the Apache free license. Some Mepis components have been modified for MX Linux. Enjoy using MX Linux, it says. It says, before proceeding, close all other applications on each page. Please read the instructions, make your selections, and then click on the next when you're ready to proceed. You'll be prompted for confirmation before any destructive actions are performed. It says limitations. Remember, this software is provided as is with no warranty whatsoever. It is solely your responsibility to back up your data before proceeding. Which is open source software, it's freely developed. But if you listen to one of my videos, I told you my theory of why I believe it's more stable than Windows, which it is, because most servers around the world, pretty much everything runs Linux. Literally. I'm serious. And then if you're using Apple, you're using Unix, which Linux is pretty much Unix. It's like Unix's little brother in a sense. So everyone's using, and then if you're using Android, you're using Linux. So everyone's using Linux and they don't even know it. It's the truth. That's fact. That's 100% factual. You can look it up. You can go on every Android phone and you can go to System About and you can click and you can see what Linux kernel you're running. And it will tell you what Linux version you're running, which is just an Android compilation of Linux. But yeah, I'm gonna finish seeing what happens. This is like a little live log of what it did, but let's see if it installs, man. I'll be so happy. So it says regular install using the entire disk, which is fine. I'm not gonna encrypt it this time right now. I just want to see if it installs. So we'll click on this. So there's 3 partitions. We want to make sure we click this, the correct one, which is the MMCBLK0, which says 116.5 gigabytes, which is the 125 gigabyte. You can drag this back and forth, which does the, home partition and root partition, but when I was doing the GoPro, I mentioned in the video, I was having problems when I did that, so I'm just going to leave it all as one, which they say it's recommended for new users anyways when you're learning. So, we'll just do that, Hit next, because I want to see if it installs. I'd be so happy if it does. Yeah, okay. It says, okay to format and use the entire disk. Yeah, of course. Alright, then it asks me computer name. I've been naming it FreeFly with 2 3s instead of 2 E's. I don't know why. It's something I just decided to do. Computer domain. Let's see. I'm gonna leave that blank. Work group. Oh no, we put LSPC. Yeah, I'll put LSPC. Capital LSPC. Which is whatever. So what it's gonna be. And then we're gonna hit next. It says computer identity. The computer name is a common unique name which will identify your computer if it is on a network. The computer domain is unlikely to be used unless your ISP, which is your internet service provider, or local network requires it. The computer and domain names can contain only alphanumeric characters, dots, hyphens. They cannot contain blank spaces, start or end with hyphens. The Samba server needs to be activated if you want to use it to share some of your directories or printer with a local computer that is running Microsoft Windows or Mac OS X, which is Unix. Which it's asking me if I want to check it or not, which I did. Then it asked me for a root group name, which I named it LSPC, which that's fine. Whatever. Hit next. And then it's almost installed, it says, and they asked me to configure the clock, American English, American New York. Let's see if they have Detroit. They do. Click Detroit. Military time, which I'll just leave it alone for now. Localization default, set the default local, which I already did. I did configure the clock. And then service settings. Let's click that, see what that means. So here's all the different stuff. Here's that smart monitoring tools I use to check the hard drive. It's asking me if I want to install it. So they're all checked, so that's good. We can go close that. Oh no, we don't want to do that. We'll just hit OK. Yeah, that's what I was supposed to do. Hit next again. It's gonna ask me for a username, retrospect. Somebody's calling me and I don't know who it is. I don't know the number. 313 number. So let's go. I'll call him back after I'm done. So I put in my username. I'm gonna put in my password real quick. Hopefully they're calling from my truck. That'd be nice. We'll see. I doubt it was important. It was a 313 number though. I don't know if you guys just see my password, but whatever. Alright, so asked me if I wanted a default user account, and they asked me if I wanted a root administrator account. Yeah, I do. So, I put in both. Hit next. And then it's still installing, it's ready to go. Hopefully it installs, we're about to find out. This is where I had problems right here installing Grub. That's where Kali Linux wasn't working, and then Linux Mint, it installed, but it would just hang. Just like last time, it would never boot. I really think it was the operating system, I really do. And I don't know what happened the other day, I really don't. So if this works, I don't know. I can't figure it out. It's kind of frustrating because I did all that work. I had everything set up, all my programs I wanted to use for the most part. Like, I still had to do a few more things, but I had a couple weeks into it, man. 97% it says. I really like MX Linux, man. It fit this computer well. Like, the way the taskbar is on the side. And you see, like, I don't know, I just like it, man. So far, so good. It says automatically reboot the system when the installer is closed. Yeah, why not? It says, congratulations, you have completed the installation of MX Linux. Finding applications. There are hundreds of excellent applications installed with MX Linux. The best way to learn about them is to browse through the menu and try them. Many of the apps were developed specifically for the MX Linux project. These are shown in the main menus. In addition, MX Linux includes many standard Linux applications that are run only from the command line and therefore do not show up in the menu, which I love the command line. That's another reason why I wanted this computer PC is because it was small, man. And 12 hours of battery life, man. The Panasonic battery that's in this. Listen, I was getting 12 hours. I'm telling you, I was getting like 8, 9, 10 hours out of this thing. If I wasn't doing much, I'd get 12 hours. If I was just browsing the web, I'd get 12 hours out of this, no problem. But I'm doing more than just browsing the web usually. So I gotta turn this off actually, because I booted off the USB again. Let's unplug it, see what happens. I really hope this works. Please, please, Lord. I need this to work, Lord. You know I need this. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Of course not. It's always something, man. I'm telling you. It can't be dead. Oh my god, what is going on? It was just on. Maybe it was dead. I don't know, this thing's acting funny, but it's booting, that's good. And installed. I don't want to put my hopes up, but it's looking really good right now. No way. No way. This can't be real right now. Let me put in my password, dude. This is crazy. Alright. Looks like I might have a computer unless it takes a shit again. Hopefully I can figure out what happened or what's going on. I can run a log or something. Mouse works. Yeah, show this dialog and start up. Yeah, let's leave that for now. So this is like a menu it gives you, it gives you user manual, FAQ, general table of contents, it tells you, what MX is and how to upgrade it and stuff. It's always a good way to learn about it, you know what I mean? It's good to learn, to read this stuff. I already know all this stuff, but I'm just showing you guys, you got a user manual, so that's always good. I can tell you how to do stuff, and it's got all the different, indexes over there. Table of contents, we can call it. It's got a wiki, which I never clicked on before, actually. I wonder if it's gonna bring me, I should probably connect to the internet. I wonder if it's gonna bring me to like Wikipedia, if it's gonna bring me to like their own wiki. That's what I'm wondering. I'm assuming their own. I gotta put on my internet password. Alright, we're connected. Let's just close out. Let's try this one more time. Yeah, see, that's what I thought. It brought me to their own website. So, which is awesome. So it brings you to their wiki, you know, which is where you learn all this stuff, you know, everything about it. The wiki table of contents, all about MX Linux, and it's anti-X too. So which is MEPIS. So I remember saying in another video that it was a fork, which I remember reading that, which I was right. It's, you know, it's it's MX Linux and it's anti-X. It's it's both. Which is weird that it's fully charged, but the laptop wouldn't turn on. It's weird. But see, it says 97%, 11 hours, 16 minutes. I'm gonna see how long it lasts, see what's going on, see what happens. But yeah, there's that. So close that. You click tools. And this app right here is specific to MX Linux. You're not going to find this on another Linux distribution. This is specific to MX Linux. That's why I kind of like it, because it has everything like I use right off the rip that allows me to, use the system efficiently, and write programs and develop. And when I travel, the system has been really like it's everything I downloaded. It's capable of running everything I need it to do, with basically no. Look how small it is. You know, it doesn't need much resources. So we'll put in my password. Alright, and then so this is the MX Codecs installer. The last video when I was installing Linux Mint, they asked me to install the multimedia codecs while it was installing. This is actually asking me to install the codecs after the operating system is installed, which either way it doesn't really matter. I'm assuming this might be better, but with Linux it's not. That's another thing why I like Linux too. A lot of times, if it's as long as it's not not the kernel, if you install software, you don't have to reboot the computer like Windows all the time or Mac. You just install the program, you're good to go. That's why they use it too a lot for servers. Listen, Linux is really reliable, man. I've had a Linux computer, my server. I had that bitch on for like 5 years. It never shut off. It never shut off. I'm serious. It ran for 5 years straight. I'm serious. I never shut it off. I would just take the vacuum and clean it out. You can go look this up. You can go buy these. You can go buy the Dell PowerEdge servers, and you can get redundant servers. So you have multiple power supplies, and you have hard drives running in RAID. So if one power supply pops, these power supplies, you can literally just pull them out and pop a new one in while the other ones take over. And the same with the hard drives if you run a certain RAID, which you can look all that stuff up, which, I may or may not be setting that stuff up in the boat eventually, but as of right now, I'm not setting it up, so I'm not going to really, get into it deeply. But here, back to the codecs. We're going to go install. It says, okay. It asks me jurisdictions, regulations, because, they're restricted, But it's going ahead, it's going to download the packages, which are compressed, and mostly the Debian files, because I like running Ubuntu Debian. I prefer it, I really do. I'm used to it too, But Fedora, Red Hat RPM packages, I can do it. I can do Yum and RPM packages and stuff. I just prefer Debian. There's something about it. So that's, I did that. So you get all these different things, And that's another thing too. A lot of times, like, you can download the deb files and then you have to actually learn how to compile them. If you're a newbie, someone that is new to Linux, they give you an installer, so you can just download the deb file from the internet, and then you can just use the DEB installer. So that helps, if you're new, if you're not used to the terminal, because the terminal can be hard sometimes for me, sometimes as well. Like when I was learning it, and then even like learning today, like learning different shells can be difficult sometimes, if you're not used to it, or if you haven't done it in a while. That doesn't help either. So yeah, you got all this different stuff, and I keep on hitting that for some reason. So yeah, just hit close. You got all these different things. Then it says about, which you can do a full system report, which will tell you everything about this computer. So it tells you the system, kernel 6.0, AMP 64-bit, x64-bit compiler. That's the compiler it uses. GCC. That's the boot image, this bootstrap image. It tells you the desktop, which is XFCE, which that's what I've been really looking for, because it's so light. It's a really light operating system. It's not much, That's why this computer runs fast with it, because this computer is really there's not much to it, even though it's a new Intel 10 based. It says the machine. Well, it says light the distribution. It tells you the window manager, and then it tells you the distribution. Wildflower, January 15th, 2023 is when it was released. Then it says machine type, laptop system, Acer product. It tells you it's a TravelMate B311-32. It gives you the serial number and all that good stuff. The battery, it tells you the battery discharge rate, which says it's 51.6 watts an hour. The condition of it, the volts, the model number, which I said it was a Panasonic, which Panasonic makes really good batteries, by the way. They really, really do. It's a quad-core Intel Celeron. See, it's a really small. It's a newer architecture, but it's not, it's not like a i7 or anything like that. So, or an i9 at that point, or an amped Ryzen, So then you got, it tells you all the different, so the CPU, it's capable of doing all these different things. You can look all these different things up, and then what's funny is all these things they're kind of over the years, they've gotten better. SSE2, SSE3, SE4, they've built off of the old architecture, and they've made it new. And those are actual, if I remember correctly, those are sound architectures as well for sound. Those like the SSE2. So it says speed, 1100 megahertz, 800 to 2800 megahertz core speeds. And then it tells you, all this stuff about, the RAM, buffer, and, if it's, what kind of RAM and different type of things. You can get really into it if you want. It tells you the graphics. It's got an Intel Jasper UHD graphics. It's not much, man. It's really not. It's got the webcam kind of sucks. That's the only thing I didn't really like about it. The webcam is shitty. I don't care for it. But it's got the Wi-Fi 6, which I wanted because that's what everything is rolling out now. All the newer companies are rolling out with Wi-Fi 6. And that's why I went with Spectrum as well. Because WoW, first of all, is junk. WoW is mostly what they do over here. And Spectrum just now come through. And they were knocking on everybody's door. They just spent a lot of money coming through this neighborhood, and they kind of knocked WoW out of business. Like, literally everybody that I talked to that I've asked in this neighborhood don't have WoW anymore. They don't. And they hated it as well. And it's funny too, is now that Spectrum came through, literally like all the Wi-Fi routers that were in the area, like, cause I see them, you can see them. right here. It's funny because they're all Spectrum now. Most of them are Spectrum. See, there's that one. They're all Spectrum. I can go grab the Wi-Fi antenna that I have over here that you can pick up all the way down the block. I can show you guys. See, more popped up. See, my Spectrum. Most of them weren't like that. They were all wow. So, yeah, Spectrum definitely took over the game in this neighborhood in Detroit, in this area on the west side at least. Yeah. And I'm impressed with the internet. I really am. You can tell though, like at night, you can tell when everybody's on the internet. It gets a little bit slower at night. During like the best time to surf the internet is in the early morning, like around, well, not early, but like around 8, 9 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. That's when it's the best. It starts slowing down like around noon. I can pull down, like on average, I pull down about 200 megabytes. That's the national average. It's pretty high for a national average. The national average is only like 80 megabytes down. So, but yeah, there it is. You know, it's got applications already. You got some development apps already. It already comes pre-installed with some games. Breakout 2, which is that ball game that I grew up kind of with. The little paddle game. I love playing this game. So, local game. Start original set. I haven't done this in a long time. It's got this game. It's got Mahjong. That game's fun too. I like this game as well. This game I've spent a lot of time with girls. A lot of girls play this game for some reason when they touch my computers. They love this game. But yeah, boom, boom. You gotta find all the matching stuff. That's all you gotta do. Which, you can only pick the outer ones, I think. It's been a minute, man. Which, I think I found one. Boom. Nope, you can't get that one. Click that one. I thought you could click this one, but you gotta get these two before you can get in there. So, that's not gonna work. You guys are probably like, oh my god, he's so dumb right now. There's all those right there. I guarantee that's what you guys are saying. Guarantee it. So, there we go. And there's this one, that one. It's been a minute since I played this game, man. Holy shit. I'm always working on the computer doing stuff. I'm never really playing games, man. I'm serious. I'm making money, man. I'm working. I'm doing stuff. I'm cleaning. I've been busy. I haven't played games in a minute. But yeah, that's how you do it, you know? You just match the stuff. I can't seem to find another one. I was trying to find one more. I wanted to get this top one, but I don't see. I don't know. But I'm over it. So yeah, you got your games. You know, it's got a few other ones, you know. But you can download them, the graphics. It's got, you know, picture stuff, photo organizers. You can paint, you can, it's got LibreOffice, which you can draw if I wanted to. I could, you know, download LibreOffice. I could do it's like Microsoft Word in a sense, but open source. You can, download OpenOffice as well. OpenOffice is Linux as well. Which a lot of people use OpenOffice on Windows. You know, you got your torrent clients. This is one of my favorite programs, period, in Linux. It's Thunderbird Email. It's my favorite. And the reason why I say it is because it's the only email program that I've ever found, software, where you can delete emails in bulk where you can delete 1,000 emails at a time. That's amazing. That's hard to find. You can't find that. I've never found anyone. Listen, Thunderbird, if you use email and you run a business and you want to delete bulk email, Thunderbird is where it's at. And you got to figure out how to do it. It takes a second to figure it out, but it's not hard if you really learn how to use the software. You can do it. I'm serious. It's awesome, and I love it. Thunderbird is the shit. Mozilla Thunderbird. Yeah, you're definitely awesome. So it's working. It's awesome, dude. I'm so happy. So there's LibreOffice right here. I just brought it up. You get your calendar writer, you got math, you got your calculator. You can manage databases, LibreOffice base. So you can manage databases with that right off the rip. Your settings. So it does even dial up. It has a dial up. It has ad block already for all those stupid ads and shit on YouTube, or like all those cookies on the website, on the web browser, I mean. It has a bunch of stuff, man. Yes, you can iDevice monitor, so you can actually run your iPod still, if anybody even has an iPod. I do, actually. I have an older one, but I need to find a cord or get a new cord for it. It's one of those, I need the headphone one. I don't know if you guys remember those iPods where it charges through the headphone jack. It's fucking weird. I still have it. It's old as hell. I think it's got fucking, I'm pretty sure it has Mudvayne. I've had it since Mudvayne to Happy CD. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what's on it. It's old. It's like 2007, man. I've had this thing. And it's just been sitting around that long in a box. Like, everywhere I've been, I've always had this thing. It's always been around me. I've always had it. So, you got Gparted, which is a GNOME program, but you can, create partitions. HTOP, which tells you your CPU power, just like, like on Windows when you hit Control-Alt-Delete, and you can see all your processes and stuff. That's exactly what this is. It tells you your CPU power, each core. It tells you your mem and stuff, your swap. This always reminds me of, like, the engine of a car or something. Like, I always like having this open when I'm, like, doing stuff. Which, like, I don't know, for instance, boom. You can see, you open up the web browser. And then you can see... you can see the CPU go up, and you can see the RAM go up. So you click on YouTube. That's why I like it open, because you can see what how hard the computer's working. That type of stuff. But yeah. So that's what HTOP is. And then it tells you your processes and all that. Which they can tell you if they're my processes, stuff I'm running, or if they're system processes, or if they're window managers, like, the Windows, which is GUI or GUI, graphical user interface, so that's what you want to call it. Here's your file manager through an R. It downloads videos just like Windows, same thing. It's got the little, my GoPro right here, I've been plugging in the SD card. So there's me riding. See, it uses VLC Media Player, which a lot of people use VLC Media Player on Windows. Because it's open source, it's free. That's why a lot of people use it. But a lot of people don't know it's a Linux program originally. So yeah, which has got the little small SD thing on there on the side. So there's the window manager, uses Firefox for the default web browser, which you guys just seen. I already opened it up. And you just, minimize it. It's got Bluetooth. You can use Bluetooth just like Windows. Here's the package manager. You type in the password. So the package manager opens up. So instead of like Windows where you go on the internet to download everything, it's very unsecure, by the way, because you're going to just random websites. You have no idea where the stuff is coming from. Here, you know where the stuff is coming from. Click reload. It'll upload everything. Basically, it's gonna check the server, which is usually most of the time it's university. So yeah, it's gonna update, check all the packages, and then I should be able to download games and whatever I want. Which I think I've showed you guys. I downloaded like a chess game once before it crashed. So yeah, so like here's all the packages, and there's a lot. It goes on and on and on and on and on. So here, I'm gonna download my favorite game, Assault Cube. Cause my best friend that passed away, Gary, me and him used to spend hours on this game. Probably not gonna find it now. Watch. I'm gonna have to go to games. So here we go, Airstrike. I'm looking for Assault Cube. I don't see it. Huh. That's funny. I don't know why I don't see it, but that's weird. Like almost, I've never not seen that. So let's just download a game. I don't know why it's not popping up. It's probably in here, probably down at the bottom. It's just being stupid. I don't know what to download. Oh, this is fun. I haven't played this in a while. Actual pool. I haven't played this in a long time, actually. I forgot they even had this. So that's how it goes, installs, boom. Wait for it to be done. Shouldn't take much longer, hopefully. I'm getting tired, man. I'm happy it's working though, even though it's taking a second. It's probably a pretty big game. Like I said, this computer isn't much. Like, I wouldn't be able to play no crazy ass games. These games I'm downloading are simple games, They're not no Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto or anything like that. It's all. I enjoy the old games, man. I do. Like all this old stuff, I enjoy it. And a lot of these games that are on Linux, they're clones of like Super Nintendo games and stuff. That's what they are. Like people have developed them because they had ideas from other games, that they've played in the past. So, and a lot of them, you can download emulators too on here. They got tons of emulators, so you can download all those ROMs. I have all the ROMs out there, were like Super Nintendo ROMs and Sega ROMs and stuff. That's funny. Now it's taking forever to install, but yeah, you got all this stuff, man. Clementine, you play. That's that plays music, and you can actually play FM radio, which is pretty cool over the internet. If you want to learn all this stuff, man, you can download this stuff. Mostly everybody has a computer these days, They do. So, yeah. I was gonna show you guys the game. Not sure why it's taking so long. Another cool thing about Linux is, and there it goes. It's done finally. Another cool thing about Linux, like see how it's open right here? I mentioned you can click on another desktop like that. So you can leave, you basically have two computers in one in a sense. So let's see if the pool game actually works. It says 2001, 2002, Biller Geo. It has different languages. We're going to click English. It says welcome to Biller Geo. There we go. To show you the most significant features of Biller Geo, we would like you to guide you through a tutorial. Alright. It says to enter the next state and press the space bar. I have no idea what I'm doing. It says you're in the aim mode now. When you press the arrow keys or use the mouse to change your view. So you can use this. And then it says during the stroke, the cue ball, you move precisely what you're looking at. So you see an end ball. So now try to place the first unremarkable object. It says the swing mode, you gotta hold the space bar. The longer you press the key, the stronger the stroke will be. So you gotta hold it. Oh, there you go. You see a little load bar. Boom. Did I get anything? I got 2 solids in. There we go. That's what's up. Alright. So what? I click on that? Or here? Haha. Okay. I don't know what to do yet. Oh, it's still going through the directions, that's why. I'm not sure what's going on. Oh, that's why it wants me to do all this stuff. Oh, that's what it wants me to do. You gotta move around the table, that's why. And it's hard to do when I'm holding the phone and trying to show you guys. Alright. I haven't played this in a long time. So, I'm gonna try to hit this solid. No, I'm gonna go for the red one just because it looks easier and I haven't done it in a long time, so. But yeah, there you go. I missed, and that's how you play. So I'm done with that. I'm gonna let you guys go, and I'm gonna upload this video, and then I'll probably just do a Bible study, and I'm gonna get some sleep. Normally I would, I don't know what I was about to say, actually. I just had a brain fart. I'm tired. Yeah, I'm gonna go, man. I think I'm just gonna go and call it a night. You guys got enough Jesus from me today anyways. And I'm not doing much today. I'm not really doing anything this weekend. I've been just here. You guys just been listening to me bullshit talk about Jesus, so. And I feel like I'm gonna burp. It doesn't feel good. Ugh. Yeah. I have acid stomach. Don't do drugs. I'm telling you. Don't do drugs. This shit fucked my stomach up, man. All the abuse over the years. I can't eat like I used to, man. Can't. Sucks. I'll let you guys go, man. Y'all God bless, man. Y'all have a good night. Y'all take care, alright?